Part 2. So at this point, we all love the Na'vi, right? And we especially love the girl Na'vi, even though she's painted up all Blue Man Group and looks like a gremlin in drag. But I digress. I'd tap that blue business, and I might even get all riled up to fight back at those jagoffs that knocked down my Christmas tree, and then my even bigger tree. That's my home. So ask yourselves, how would all this have played out if the Na'vi just happened to look like this? Or like this? Oh my God, what are they wearing? Or what if the Na'vi just happened to be Garbage Pail Kids? You know, maybe wearing loincloths? Oh, I just barfed in my own mouth.
Ugliness is not in a mirror. Ugliness is cruelty, meanness of spirit, greed. To be blessed with unusual features is an adventure.
You know, that jacket makes you look, older.
Take a shot, show them what we really got. We can do anything by working with each other. La 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 la.
So would this Marine have found his inner conscience and decided to help this unique culture if they weren't perfect jack-off material? You see, when you break all this shit down to the elements, you could see the inner workings and how people can be tricked by the magic of cinema. It's a world more fantastical than Pandora.
Never heard of Pandora.
Next, a guy named William Shatner once said, "What's in a name?" In Avatar, apparently a lot. Now, if you take this movie's running theme with really obvious and silly words like Unobtanium and Pandora, and then you take the word Na'vi and you give it like a V'ger treatment, you know, you move this and add that, and then you got a whole new word. Naive. This is either referring to the simple Na'vi culture, or considering the fact that it's kind of in code, it might refer to something else. I'm sorry to break the news to you people. Now get out your wallets. Number 4. What was the ultimate point of this movie? Well, if you ask me, it all seems pretty clear. I think James Cameron wanted to accomplish 2 tasks here. 1, to further solidify his status as king of the world and the box office. And 2, to push George Lucas aside and become the real guy who's revolutionizing filmmaking technology by doing all this 3D crap. I think the last thing on his list was to tell an original story. You see, he actually has passion for the ocean and history and things like that. And I think he really wanted to tell the story of Titanic in his own way. With Avatar, I just get some kind of creepy vibe that it's some kind of ego-driven technological reason behind the movie. I mean, you could compare Avatar to the story of Dances with Wolves until you're blue in the face. But I think there is something else going on here. I think the actual thought process was, what if I mixed Titanic with aliens? People like Space Marines and love, right? So people say to me that Avatar wasn't supposed to be about the plot. It was about feeling the experience of being on Pandora. Oh, is that what all this 3D shit is gonna turn movies into? Like theme park rides? Like I probably wouldn't bitch about the plot to the Star Trek experience or Jurassic Park the ride, because it's like a ride. Like, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean. Shit, that's been in 3D for 40 years. So why wasn't Avatar a summer release? Well, if you'll remember, Titanic was slated to be released in the summer of '97, but it was pushed back to the winter time. How do I remember this? I don't know, I just do. I think I remember seeing advertisements for it. Oh wait, hey wait, I could prove it to you. I happen to still have an old Titanic promotional popcorn container from before the movie came out. It's down in my basement. Let me go find it so I could show you it. Here we are in my basement again. I know I got that popcorn tub around here somewhere. Maybe it's up on my shelf. Hey, there it is. You see, at some point, Titanic was supposed to come out in the summertime. Collide with Destiny. Why do I still have this? And what's in it? Oh. Get out of my popcorn jar! So do you think James Cameron's motivation was to recreate the conditions of Titanic's box office success in both the movie's story and the release date? Well, let's see. I guess he learned from Titanic that releasing a blockbuster summer movie in the winter has its own advantages. Not much competition from other movies. And people got less to do in the wintertime. This leads to repeat viewings. I predict wintertime will be the new summertime for big movies after this. Number 5, in conclusion. So you're probably wondering what I thought of the actual movie though. Well, I didn't hate it. It had really impressive visual effects, neat technology and weapons, and some good performances. It had its cool moments early on, but towards the end it started to get like stupid. Jeez, I don't think I've rolled my eyes that much since I had that demonic possession. A lot of stupid things started to happen at the end. The fact that the robot armor suit thing had a comically large knife. Then you got that woman with the Na'vi war paint on her face and on her helicopter. And then did he just say shock and awe? And then something about terrorism? Oh, I get it. That's topical, right? Right. And then he says, "That's how you scatter the cockroaches." And then he says, "Let's wipe out this civilization so I could get back to base and eat raw meats." Oh, I get it. He's a bad guy, isn't he? I think that's it, really. I just had a hard time getting past how manipulative and simple the story was, despite being really amazing visually. The Na'vi were a little too perfect and harmonious for a primitive culture, and the military was a little too simplistic and destructive for an advanced culture. There wasn't like a middle ground. You see, the ultimate irony with Avatar is that for all the time and money spent to make this movie in 3D, the story and the characters were still stuck in one dimension. Lastly, for those people suffering from depression because Pandora is not a real place, you need to really get your fucking head out of your ass. You've been played by a Hollywood snake oil salesman for the cash in your wallet, you fools! Take your Prozac and get back in the toll booth. Hey, do you think James Cameron is going to donate the huge profits made from the technological advancements of this film to some beautiful indigenous African tribe? Yeah, probably not. And only watch this movie once. For fuck's sake. You want them to make more? Oh. 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 Please don't visit my web zone.
I didn't mean to do it.
I only got 6 pizza rolls left. If you want one, send me a certified letter in the mail.